Well, you are most likely training your shoulders wrong, and here's why. Now, most new gym goers, as well as some gym goers who already been gymming for 5+ years maybe, they all seem to get shoulders wrong. This is because they only train one part of their shoulder. They don't focus on the front, the side, and the back. Your shoulders are divided into 3 main parts. You can get more specific if you want to, but we're not going to go that far. In today's training, gonna do a full shoulder workout, show you all the exercises I do for one of the shoulder workouts I do. Let's get into it. So I like to keep it nice and controlled, nice and slow as well. You really take your time on the way down as well, and really get that stretch out of your whole shoulder. Why most people forget to do this is because they just like to be nice, quick and fast. They'll do shoulder press, maybe side laterals. That's it. That's their shoulders done, and they just move straight onto arms. Most people don't understand that it's not just 1 or 2 exercises that really build your shoulders to look how you want them to look. If you really want to build that shoulder up, you have to focus on strengthening both the back side, and the front side. Because if you're only doing side delt and front delt, the back of your shoulders are going to look like a mess. And that's where I stuffed up. I learnt it backwards. I learnt to do the strength side of things before the building up side of things. So hence the reason why my shoulders are too defined, too big. But now that I've learned, I can now share this knowledge on to you. Anyway, we're doing 3 sets. That's my second set done. And it's like roughly for me, I like to do 12 to 15 reps only because it helps with like building up, like really tearing down that muscle to build it up faster, build it up stronger, bigger, all that. All the good stuff. But on top of that, you can't just be going to the gym, pumping out some weights and then not coming home to a good meal. Go to the shop after this, go get a pie or McDonald's or something. Gotta get a good protein intake, good carb intake, just so you know that you're getting the maximum benefit out of your gym sessions. Because if you're just gonna waste it in the nearest grocery store and then go buy you some chicken, some beef, some rice, getting your good carbs in there, good protein, overall good meal. Doesn't have to just be chicken and rice, that's all most people know anyways, but now we're gonna move on to cable lateral raise, and I'll tell you what that targets in a minute. Now this one is what we call side lateral raise. This is good for that side delt. This is what most people get into, which is correct, because it's a great exercise. So yeah, once again, nice controlled reps, so that's what's gonna really build that muscle up properly. And if you're not doing your proper reps, then may as well go home. Now usually for these I do about 3 sets of around 12 to 15 reps. Personally, this is one of my favorite exercises because it really burns that shoulder. Side delt's done. Move on to another one after this. Now this is another side delt exercise for your shoulder. I like to call them V-ups, but some people call them upright row. I personally like these because you can really feel that burn. With this exercise though, you probably don't want to go too heavy, as it's not really an exercise that you go heavy on. You're just trying to pump out reps. You're not trying to get strength. You're not trying to get to the point where we're having to yank our whole body to get the weight of the bar up. So we're keeping it light, keeping it to a good weight, and we're still able to pull up with strict form only and still get that 15 reps, 12 to 15 reps. The side delta, it's really going to make your shoulders pop, make them look good. Once again, strict form. Now that is a little bit too heavy for me, but it is what it is. Gonna just leave it at that. But yeah, not gonna lie, these are the way to go. Plus shoulder press, if you truly want to actually get big shoulders. I've got 2 more exercises for you after this. One that focuses on your front delt, one that focuses on your back. 12. So right now what we're doing is reverse pec fly. This is what's going to target the back shoulder. This is what's going to help you build your shoulders and build that shoulder up more. Personally, I love this one because I just love the burn that I get and that back of the shoulder. Once again, just nice and controlled. Feel the bearing and they're backed out. Make sure that each rep you're doing, it's slow, steady. You're not trying to, it's not like you're on a race trying to win whoever's next to you. You're just working that back down. Now moving on to the front raises. This is what's going to target that front delt. This is what's going to get that front of your shoulder looking nice. Once again, nice and controlled reps, otherwise you're not getting the most out of it. 12 to 15 reps once again. And we're not trying to swing, we're just trying to get the maximum we can. Otherwise it's a waste of time, once again. Anyways, this is the last exercise. How to train your shoulders properly. Now you may be thinking, but dupes, I do train shoulders properly. No, you probably don't. No, what you probably do is you probably go and train shoulders. You go do shoulder press. You do some side laterals. And then you go to arms and you call that a shoulder workout. Let me break it down for you. I want to make this as easy as possible because otherwise people are going to get lost and it's going to make no sense. So I'm going to break it down into 3 easy categories. The shoulder is separated into 3 different muscle groups. And to keep things easy, I'm going to name those muscle groups the front delt, the side delt, and the back delt. Now these are crucial because most people only train their side delt and then the shoulder as a whole. For example, people, like what I said before, people will go and do some shoulder press and some side raises and call that a day. They'll say, yep, that's my gym session, that's my shoulders done, I'm all done. Realistically, no. You gotta break it down into those 3 categories. If you haven't, then you're wasting your time doing a shoulder workout.